Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on like a palette rank and everything like that. These are the ones that, hang on, that I haven't in a while. Kind of strange, I love it. Okay, so that should help a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. So these are the ones that I haven't ranked for you guys in a while. I did break my new buy because of Huda. They had 30% off. Yeah, sue me. But yeah, so I got 2 palettes coming my way. But it was one of those things I wanted one. I wanted the new nudes coming. But I was like, okay, with tax and everything, I'm like, I was barely short of 60. So I was like, with the tax, with the shipping, I'm like, fuck it. I just got that one that I wanted too, that I'm like the Love Fest one. Okay, so anyways, let's start off with this guy. This guy, I always start from my top to the least. Just because. Find it more interesting. So let's start. This is the Beauty Juice palette by Makeup Revolution X. This beauty is what he looks like on the inside. This guy is beautiful. Look at the cute little Beauty Juice. I love it. The formula is freaking good. For Makeup Revolution, some people don't like it. Some people just say, hey, I have issues blending. I have issues picking up. This formula right here, it's one of the best I've tried for Makeup Revolution. It just blew my socks off. Like, this purple is so pigmented. I hate when people use that. But it blends so easily. The shimmers are really nice. I use most of them already, except for like, but they all just perform perfectly. I had no issue. I always use my fingers. I'm going to give you some swatches. So this is what it looks like. Like the purple, smooth, buttery. I hate when people use that word. But they're, sorry, people explain everything. But yeah, those. They're just so easy to use. There we go. I always do mine more like a transition. I don't do transition out of, that crap. Because Makeup Revolution sometimes has a harder, I always talk with my hands. Sometimes has harder to build. So I do my, the color that I want to use for my crease. Then I do my transition, then I do my RV, and I have no issue with Makeup Revolution, all their palettes. They're ones that, I did try the Advent Calendar one, and that's the only one I've had issues with Makeup Revolution, except for their old school Makeup Revolution back from like freaking 200 years ago. But this one, freaking excellent. Recommend. Next guy is a Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. Second slice. This one I really did like. This quality from Too Faced is really good. I swatched the other one. The shimmer seemed kind of more of a topper. The mattes are easy to build in, everything like that. The only issue is that that guy is a shimmer, not really a shimmer, but it's a matte black with shimmer. It's a glitter running through it, so it's kind of like, okay. Which most people don't like black, so it's not really deep in shade for people, except for you want to use a purple. Me, I don't care. I like a black. And the only issue I have is then mostly there's a lighter spectrum of the shadows. If you don't like this, which is kind of cute. I'm actually using the Vice 2 palette with a mix kind of like pinks, which I am trying to pan that sucker. I got from AliExpress years ago. Yes, he's a fake. But yeah, he is getting panned this coming year. Spoiler alert. So there's that guy. So the deepest shimmer is this guy right here. And this is more of a mid-tone. So this is more of a halo eye for me, or if I wanted to use the purple one. But if I want to use the other one, it's a halo eye palette. Alright, so there's the shimmer. There's the palette right there. It's a very warm palette type of thing. Yes, if you have Too Faced, you probably have these shadows, but it's Too Faced. It's cute. And the formula is really good. Alright, next one we got the Morphe Bye Boom palette. This one is beautiful. This one is one of the lighter palettes. The formula is really good. Again, people don't like Morphe. They don't like Makeup Revolution. Me, I love them. I got like snot on my shirt. So let me show you what it is. A pink palette. Why they came out with this one during the fall time, I have no idea. Pink fall? Yeah. This would be cute for Valentine's Day. But it is freaking beautiful. This one right here is a topper. There's no toppers in any of these palettes. The chocolate bar one they came out with, they do have toppers. But this one is like a duochrome topper. I love it. And in the corner, this again is another one of those palettes if I want to use it. It's light for me. The mattes are not light. The shimmers are more of a mid-tone down. The deepest ones, of course, would be these two right here. This one is kind of whatever. But it's one of those palettes for me. It's a halo eye. So this pop right in these three right here on the middle and then go to town. This one is freaking gorgeous. But yeah, let me swatch. Here's some swatches for you guys. Yeah, this guy is definitely that duochrome topper. It is very pretty in the corner. If you want to use on the lid, not happening. Unless you want to top it on top of else, then yeah, use it that way. It is gorgeous on the inner corner for me. This one is a little bit toppy, but not really. But the other ones are really pretty. Again, like I say, it is a very light palette. Let me swatch these two. I'm not sure if I swatched these two for you. I might have. Yeah, there's those two. So that's basically as dark it's gonna get for the lid shade, which is that one. Which is okay, but these two are very similar. But the formula is really good from Morphe. I have no issues with Morphe shadows. I have a lot of Morphe. I love Morphe. The brushes are surprisingly. I know some people complain about shedding. I have had Morphe brushes for at least 10 years, and not one of them shed a hair on the head. At least probably about 8 to 10 years. I've had brushes that I have from Sephora. He's loosened up on the head. I have no issues with them popping off. Nothing. Other brands I have. So yeah, I stick with Morphe. And they're inexpensive. So next is top of this guy. This is the Game of Thrones from Revolution. These are the Flawless palettes. I love the Flawless palettes. These are the ones you especially have to be careful with the formula. Because if you go in with like a light and start a build, you will have issues. So you have to, which one are we going to put in the transition? Not transition, your crease, and then do your outer V, and then do your transition. And if you do that, you will have no issue. These palettes are lovely. I love them. The formula on this compared to this is different. This one is freaking good. This one is pretty good, but the formula on the Beetlejuice, freaking good. But the quality on the Flawless palette on this one, it is the same to the other ones. Sometimes the shimmers are pressed hard, but these you just pick up. This purple, freaking gorgeous. Let me swatch some of these. Alright, there's some swatches of the palette. This one, freaking gorgeous. Yeah. This one right here is the only, which one are you? The only one that's super pressed hard in the pan, but on the other ones, they pick up fine. Like, well, that one's kind of, they pick up fine. This one is pretty good as well. It's not as bad as the other one. Let me swatch it for you. See? But the only one I had issues in this palette is this one. But this one is very good. It's the same quality as the other Flawless palettes I've had. I love them. Raina sent me one too. I really do like it. If I knew that she was going to send me it, because I want her to try it out, so I was just like, did that one thing that pick it every type of thing. And I'm like, grab a Flawless. And then she's like, Sarah. And she wasn't going to use it, so she sent it my way. Okay, so we got some more palettes. To start off with this guy, this is the handbook for the recently deceased. I do face palettes as well. This is what it looks like. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Beetlejuice palette. So here's the yeah, I had to get both. So this is what it looks like. This one, highlight palette is one of the things. Make sure you are not pale to use it, because it is very. Oh God, my foot's falling asleep. It is not. it's suitable for like tan and up. So let me swatch these. The highlighters from Makeup Revolution are very pretty. I do really like them. I have no issue with them like chalky or anything like that. They smooth, they shim. They're all gonna show texture. It's a highlighter. There's those. I'm an NC40, so I can use these two right here. This one's a little bit deep, so I like to mix it. But this one I freaking love. This one is really good too. I like that one. This one's a little bit deep. So if you anywhere in my skin tone, this is perfect for you. Maybe NC37. Maybe I am at NC37 right now. NC37 or up. Yeah. Definitely recommend this little guy. Okay, so this one I got from BoxyCharm. Surprisingly, I have not really put my BoxyCharm palettes high. They usually kind of have the lowest spectrum. Not to get anything wrong with it. It's just like it's not my cup of tea. So here's this palette right here. This one I really do like. Reason why he's thrown at the bottom because I like the ones up higher. So this one's still good. This is Ciate Spice palette. This palette is still good. You are still going to get a warm ass palette. Reason why this one is at the bottom is because I get a couple looks out of it. I'm not one of those people that go toward, unless I can, okay, 3 looks if I want to do a matte. Okay, 3-ish looks. Because I usually do 1, 2, 3, then blend, and then 1, yeah. Basically, I get 3 looks out of this palette because this one I stick it on the lid, put that there, then in a corner. It just like is not, what you call it? Here we go. Yeah, these things still stay in my hand. That's Makeup Revolution for you. So there's those. The shimmers, they're not the ones that are gonna throw, not a super metallic type of thing. But they're not one of those things they're going to be a subtle type. They're kind of like borderline type of shadows. The mattes are very nice. I had no issue with the blending. I had no issue with the building or anything like that. It's just like one of those things that gets towards the bottom. It's because I get a couple looks. But I really do like it. Okay, so next, let me see if I can swatch this off my hand. Okay, I need to hurry up. So next is the Game of Thrones palette. This is the Mother of Dragons. This is what it looks like. Again, there is one shadow that I have issue. It'd be that one. This one I have no issue. I love fiery red palettes. I was like, hell fuck yeah. The quality on this one is a little bit less than this one. But it's still really good. Again, the Flawless palettes are a little bit pressed down a little bit more, but they have no issue building it up. Just make sure you do your crease, then you do your transition, then you do your outer V. You don't want to do start from the transition because you will have really hard troubles building dark shadows. And then but it's one of those things you don't want to start from the dark and go up. Usually I go doing, and then I just blend out one of the light ones. Doing. Okay, let me swap. Alright, here's this one. The mattes on this one, it seems like it's just a hair bit weaker than the ones in this one. So if you want to pick up, like it's a neutral palette, yeah. But the mattes on this one's a little bit better. That's why I have issues, especially with that one right there. It's one of the yellows. I was like, ooh, yellow. Yeah. The one shadow, I did swatch some of the bad ones so you can see. It'd be that one right there, the one that is very hard pressed. Some of them are like that, but I just kind of like, I always wet my brush and I have no issue with that one. This one is a duochrome. It's right here. It is really pretty, but it's one of those things you do have to build. Out of the 2 palettes I recommend, it would be this one, not this one. This one is nice, but this one is better. Okay, so next palette. Did I need both? No. But yeah, so this is the Forever Flawless Fire Palette. This is what it looks like. See, we can do swatch the comparisons between the two so you can see the difference between the two. This one is a little bit more warmer in my palette, and this one goes a little bit darker. So this one is the Fire Palette, and this one is the Dragon one. So this one goes a little bit darker, this one is a little bit lighter. Okay, so this one, again, I have some issues with it, but not horrible. Reason why this is at the bottom, I don't know. This is kind of what it is. Let me swatch. They both are kind of tied, actually. That's the thing. They're kind of tied. They both have the same quality. But I do think that this one has a little tiny bit better quality than this one does. So this is what it looks like, in my opinion. Like, that red is just like, boom, like, and it pops like that too. The red on, like, I wish this one would have that red was as good as, let's see, which one is it? Like, this red was as good as the one in this one, which is, I don't know what the hell this thing is. It's like a shimmer matte. It's like a light shimmer. But I wish that red was in that one. Oh my god, it'd been up a little bit higher. But yeah, because that red, that's freaking hot. That's freaking gorgeous. But yeah, but then the mattes are kind of like a little bit lackluster. They are the ones that think, like I said, the flawless palettes, you do have to do your not transition, your crease, then your outer V, then your the transition. Do it that way, you will have no issue with flawless. And this guy, of all the Makeup Revolution, is like freaking bombski. It's like 200 out of 10. But yeah, hope you guys like this ranking. I gotta go. Gotta finish getting ready for work, like Lily. I'll talk to you guys later in my next video. Bye, guys.